Hi guys! So for today's video, pag-uusapan natin kung paano ma-transfer ang iyong visa 18 to 22, and this is just for based on my experience, who doesn't know the process, because we actually struggled on how to transfer my visa, and you may be wondering how and you don't know where to start. So I am here to give you an idea at least. So first requirements and step is that I actually wrote it, guys, is you have to once you're finished with your employer, let's just for example, you will be asked to go to the typing center to get a form. Just type in the Google the nearest typing center near you so you can go, and then ask for the visa 18 to 22 form. But here's the things or the list that you can bring to the typing center, so you don't need to go back and forth. First is that your new sponsor's working permit. The working permit should be at least 800 in the work permit, okay? Because they don't accept lower than that. And then the civil ID, which is front and back of your new sponsor, the passport of a new sponsor, of course, a photocopy, and then your civil ID, of course, with the front and back as well, photocopy, and then your passport copy, and a authorized signatory request. So that's coming from your GRD of your employer. GRD is the Government Relations Department. You have to get it from there, and then bring all these documents together to the typing center so they can do it for you. It may just take for me it took only maybe just an hour for them to do it. And then once you have all those documents, you have to bring that to your employer so they can sign and stamp all together, that one, okay? Plus you have to bring as well the marriage certificate. It should be attested. So for the attested tested process for the PSA, it's kind of tricky, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. So for the attested, here's what I have. Attested is that you should have your PSA marriage certificate like this one, but it should be apostille, okay? Should be apostille like this, because no red ribbon anymore. It should be apostille now. You can get it to the Philippine, I'm not sure if you can get it in the Philippine embassy, but this one I requested my brother to get this apostille marriage certificate for me, and I suggest you should do it in advance, because it may take a while for you to get it. So this one, once we do have the apostille marriage certificate, you can go to the translation center. So any translation center that is available around your area. So what I did is the Glover. So just have it in Arabic, because they need that one in Arabic, okay? And then after that, once you already have the Arabic for this apostilled marriage certificate, you can bring that together to the Philippine Embassy of Kuwait, and then they will just give you this one. And for the regular process, you'd pay 8 KD 125 fils, if I'm not mistaken, and then for the expedite, which only will gonna take you 1 day, it's like 11 KD something. I forgot how much I put by, but it was 11 KD 395 to be exact. So they will have to stamp your PSA and then your Arabic marriage certificate, okay? So it's gonna be like this. It's gonna be looking like this. You're gonna have two stamp from your PSA, which this one, I have this my PSA, and this is the Arabic one with a stamp. Okay, so it will be like this. They're gonna be here, so they're just like certifying or checking that your marriage certificate was genuine. That's the whole purpose. And then after they stamp, what you're gonna do is you are going to the Department of Foreign Affairs, DFA. So where I went is in the Liberty Tower in the city, Kuwait City. And how much will it take? I think, yeah, it's gonna be 5 KD. They will just make a stamp. So this one is the stamp for the DFA. And then once the DFA is stamped, what you're gonna do also is that you have to go to the Department of Justice also in the city, Kuwait City as well, to just have it stamped, the Arabic marriage certificate. Okay, the translated Arabic, they have to stamp it as well from the Department of Justice. Okay, so they're gonna stamp it, and I think that's it. So one thing that you just make sure is to have the Kuwait Embassy, the Philippine Embassy Kuwait, sorry, stamp, and then this one is for the DFA stamp. That is the important for the English. And then for the Arabic is that you will have the DFA, sorry, for the Arabic you will have the Department of Justice stamp, and as well as the Philippine Embassy. Okay, so that's what you're gonna be needing for your PSA marriage certificate attested. That's what they want. It should be attested. The stamp is very important for them, so make sure you have it all before you give that to your employer so they can sign it to you. And then once they stamp your visa transfer, so it's gonna be like this, guys, just so this one, so they will be signing here, your employer. Okay, and then make sure also you have 4x6 picture because they will be needing this one in the immigration. So once you have all these things gathered, what you're gonna do is to so you have everything right, your employer have stamped it already. The next thing to do is that you're going to the immigration that is addressed to your civil ID. And for me, like just say for example, I am in Igaila, in Fintas, in Mahabula. The place that you're going to is in the immigration in Ahmadi Governorate. Okay, that's what I know in my area. I don't know where in Farwania and Samia, but that's the address in my governorate. So what I brought there is just the same thing, the form for the 18 to 22 with the picture. So make sure you have the picture because you might go back. And then yeah, the same thing, your passport copy, your civil ID copy of your employer, or sorry, your sponsor, which would be your husband, and then the signatory authorization, the work permit of your husband, it should be 800 KD at least, and then the photocopy of your authenticated marriage certificate. So it should be the one with back to back, okay, back to back, because the photocopy, they will be getting only the photocopy of your documents, but you have to bring also the original because they will have to make sure that you know if it's authentic. So the apostille of the marriage certificate, and then the Arabic translation with all the stamp in it. Okay, all the stamp, make sure all the stamp. And please note also that you cannot go it by yourself, but your new sponsor should be the one who will process it. Okay, because I went there first before that. I thought I can process it myself, but no, your husband should go there to process in immigration. Okay, and then after that, you have all figured out, everything is there, your picture and everything, so they're gonna stamp it. You will be going back within 3 working days. They will tell you when, so but just so let you know, it's like 3 working days. And then after that, you go back there, of course, with your new sponsor, and then they will gonna give you like this. So this is your NOC. NOC is the non-objection certificate. So it means there is no objection for them to you to transfer your visa, ganon ganon and whatsoever. And then of course with stamping and everything. And yeah, this is it. So after, what I did was I gave this copy to my employer through email. I sent them that this is my NOC, so what are we gonna do next? And then what they did is to schedule a cancellation of my permit to the ministry. So it's the PAM, the Public Authority of Manpower, basta yun na yun. So they have to once they schedule your cancellation, the mandup of your employer will message you or connect with you which place you're gonna be going for the cancellation, because they need your fingerprint, and then you just need to sign. So for me, it just took like maybe 15 minutes in total to cancel, because there's a mandup, they know what to do already, and it's gonna be so easy. But make sure, because there's a lot of public authority